Okay, Warren, I guess we have to talk about the beleaguered NDP. The
Do
leaderless
we have
broke.
to? Do we have
Well,
to?
I think we got to throw them in the mix just to be equal opportunity flamethrowers here. I wonder, the irrelevance of the NDP, of course, hurts the conservatives in an election for sure. The non-hostile takeover of the NDP by the Liberals over the course of the last few years has been extraordinary. Um, and it's incredible to me that Jagmeet Singh, as the former leader of the NDP's name, isn't spoken with venomous tongues, considering what has happened to that party. But where are they in 2026 once they eventually have a leadership contest? What happens to this beleaguered party?
Well, they've got a leadership contest now. You can be forgiven for missing it because it's not attracting a lot of attention. But, they're making the same old mistakes that got them reduced to 7 seats. They're not even an official party in the House of Commons. Being more concerned about Gaza than Guelph. Testifying to why it was illegal to take out Nicolas Maduro like a monster, a human rights abuser. And being crummy at fundraising and all that stuff, they're doing the same mistakes that got them to the position they're in. So they've got a problem. However, my rule of politics is it's physics. It's not so much what you do, it's what the other guy or gal does. Mark Carney is moving the Liberal Party, Freudian slip, the Liberal Party of Canada to the right. He is. He is, I believe, a progressive conservative, much more than he's a liberal right across the board. Carbon tax, capital gains, oil patch, you name it. Mark Carney is much more of a conservative than the Liberal Party has seen in years. That creates an opening, that creates space for the NDP. And Avi Lewis, who I believe is going to be the next leader, is smart enough. I know him. He's a smart guy, and I believe he's going to take advantage of that. So I think even though they're making lots of dumb mistakes right now, I believe they have potential to come back because of what the Liberal Party is doing.
If Avi Lewis is successful, Brian, I can see a media being enamored with him and suddenly giving the NDP a little bit more attention than certainly what they're getting right now.
I remember when the media was enamored with Jagmeet Singh. He had been here in Toronto at Queen's Park. I was not down at Queen's Park covering it, so I didn't know the guy. And all these people from Queen's Park, oh, Jagmeet Singh's great. Jagmeet Singh's dynamic. Jagmeet Singh's going to set the NDP on fire. Well, he did set the NDP on fire, but in the horrible way, not the good way. He burned them down.
Yeah.
So will Avi Lewis do the same? At this point, I'd be predicting Audrey McLaughlin levels of success. They might go up to 9 seats. I think he's more likely to win over Heather. I really care about Gaza and nowhere else McPherson. And I don't know the farmer guy. I don't see him winning. Avi Lewis had a video just the other day saying, you know what, we're doing all this spending on defense for NATO. We should stop all of that and give everyone a heat pump. What? This is your great idea. Maybe it'll work. I don't see them going back towards the levels of success that Jack Layton and Tom Mulcair had by being pragmatic. They are still not aiming at the people that used to support them. It was always a weird coalition of populist farmers, CCF types, labor types, and they brought them together. They're still ignoring the union hall and going for the faculty hall. That's not going to change regardless of who they elect, and they're not going to win back the blue-collar voters that they've lost in Hamilton, in Edmonton, in Timmins, in Windsor. Just go across the country. There's only so many university students for you to attract with votes, and eventually they leave university and go get a job and stop voting NDP.